Hey guys, what's up? Okay, this is the one I was talking about last video. This is the battle against Hansolo. Much better. Uh, I really need to stop narrating when it's really late, but oh well, I'll live. So, I lead off with my Rhyperia. I think I might have shown this team before, but I made a couple of changes. I got sick of Bronzong and Celebi, so I made another Celebi and Jirachi. Um, he goes for a trick. Even though he saw that I was choice banded, I don't understand that, because I would have killed him anyway. And I go for a Rock Blast, and it misses. So we're off to a great start here. He's already seen what I'm locked into, and he hasn't lost his bloody bonnet. Fucking bleh. Okay, he goes into his extincted. Doesn't, no. It's Mamoswine. I go for a Rock Blast, and, I hit it twice. Not very happy with my luck right now. I reckon if I'd gotten 5, it probably would have killed. Either that or it would have come insanely close. Now, what I'm expecting him to do is fear the ice and ground attack and expect me to switch. So I'm going to stay in, predicting the stealth rocks, and I go for a Rock Blast and I miss again. I'm not happy at this point. He goes for an EQ. I'm still not going to switch out because nothing's going to take it any better. Not until I see whether he's going for ice moves or ground moves. Then I'll know, and then I have a pretty decent shot. So, he hits me pretty damn hard. I go for another Rock Blast. Hits him once. Hits him twice. Okay, so effectively I am 4 out of 20 on Rock Blast hits. I'm doing good. Doing good. So I'm going to switch out, seeing he went for the EQ and figuring he probably won't change what he's doing since I've stayed in all this time. So I'm going to go into Celebi, knowing I'll take it, because even though I have no HP or defense invested in this one, I know, Celebi's natural bulk will help out a lot. This is a scarfed set. I believe here I'm going to go with a Psychic. He's going to go with an Ice Shard though. I figured he'd have it, but I figured I'd also live. Turns out it actually comes insanely close. Look at that, 18. So I go for the Psychic, and I hit him, and I'm trying to move my camera around so you can see it, the battle, which is kind of the object, but my camera's an asshole. My old camera had a better stand, this camera has better quality. So he's going to go back into his bonnet, which kind of confused the living fuck out of me. I'm going to go for a Psychic and hit it. I figure he'd have Shadow Sneak or Sucker Punch. It's a bonnet, it's slow as hell. You need one or the other. But I go for the Psychic. It doesn't kill, surprisingly, even though I'm max special attack. And he kills me off with a Pursuit. So I guess that's kind of why he went for it. But why would I switch out? Stealth Rocks were up. I would have died switching back in. Seemed pretty stupid to me. So I'm going to go into Militic, figuring, well, Militic's kind of chunky. Should be fine. I can set up my rain and waterfall this fecker. So, that was my plan. He goes for a Pursuit. Actually does quite a lot, surprisingly. I know it's choice banned, but still. One thing I was considering, since he's locked into Pursuit, was maybe going into my Pikachu, but I figured, nah, there's not much point. What I should have actually done there was recovered and then waterfalled. I would have been a lot better off doing that, but I go for the waterfall. I get a crit. Woo! Thank you. Thank you, Lock Gods, you dicks. He's going to go into Magmortar. He isn't going to go for a Flamethrower predicting my switch because Rain's up, so it's irrelevant. Celebi's dead, so there would be no reason to go for it. I know he's going to go for a T-Bolt because I'm a Rain Dance team, so I'm going to go into Rhyperia and make the good play. So I think that worked out well. He goes for his T-Bolt. After that little Magmortar mishaps with Gerbil, I'm going to immediately assume it's Scarf this time. I'm not going to beat around the bush and be a complete twat. So I know he's going to switch out. I figure I can get a free Rock Blast on anything. In comes a Claydol. It's not too bad. Had I known he'd had it, I would have gone for Mega Horn, but I didn't know because it's 4th gen, the way it's meant to be done. You find things out slowly as opposed to looking at their whole team and knowing immediately what it can do. I do get a crit on the Rock Blast. It didn't matter at all. But I'm not going to stay in because that's just completely pointless. 1, I'm Choice Scarf, so I get even less damage, and 2, he resists it. So I'm going to go into a Gyarados, predicting his little earth power or stealth rocks. He goes for the earth power. Actually, set up stealth rocks. What the hell am I talking about? Yeah, he goes for the earth power, as I figured he would. And I've got the intimidate on him, so I figure he's gonna switch. I'm kind of hoping. But he goes for explosion, and he outsped offensive Claydol, maybe? I mean, I don't run any speed in my gear because it's meant to DD and set up, but okay. So that was kind of weird. I didn't really get that, but oh well. Not like I was gonna hydro pump it anyway. I mean, if I got a DD up, I would have done gladly, but I didn't. So he explodes, takes me out. My camera is still being a dick. He's gonna go into his Jirachi. I'm gonna go into my Pikachu. Now, if he goes for a body slam, I'd probably die, but I was kind of hoping if I went for Thunder, I'd get Para Hacks, and that would really help me out against Irachi, because what do all Irachis do? Para Hacks, like a bitch. He goes for a 9-head. I figured I'd live that pretty easily. 2-hit KO on the Thunder, and he gets a crit. As you can tell, things have not been going my way at all, in the slightest. And now he's got a Hacksmaster out, and it ain't looking good at all. I really hate Jirachi, but I have one on my team. It isn't a Iron Head, Parafusion bastard. Well, actually no, I lie. This is Parafusion, kind of. It has Thunder and Water Pulse and Rain Dance and U-Turn. He's gonna go for a T-Wave. Kind of figured that would happen. I go for a Thunder. It hits. It doesn't take it out, which kind of pissed me the hell off. It didn't paralyze it either, which again pissed me off even more. I think, yeah, the rain ended there. I think I might actually go for another Thunder and risk it, just because, I would rather make sure that it dies. If I miss, I miss. Oh well. He's gonna go for a Wish, so he's evil Rachi, and if I had hit that Thunder, it would have died, but I got Para Hacks there. I hate you, game. He goes for a 9-head, hits me, does absolutely nothing. I go for my Thunder. I hit, surprisingly. I think I still had some crazy delusion that, rain was still up, but I get a crit as well, so I suppose that makes up for the Para Hacks, and the fact that I broke through Paraflinch Rachi, so I'm quite proud of that. And then he brings in a Togekiss, and it's like, oh my god, you have 2 freaking Paraflinches on your team. That's just a dick move, that really is. Come on. That's not playing the game for fun at all, is it? It's just playing for winning. I find that quite incredibly, just stupid. Have to Paraflinch your way through everything to win. But here he goes for a Flamethrower. I don't know why he switched up. He literally just could have flinched me all day, and I would have lost. So, there you go. He goes for the Flamethrower. I live it, because I have a bit of Special Bulk, I think, or Defense Bulk, whatever. I go for a Water Pulse. He gets confused, and there's my lifeline. Hopefully. What I'm really hoping for here is that I can get a Thunder off or Rain up, but he goes for the Flamethrower, hits me, and I die. It is not too bad. I do still have my Rhyperior, and Rhyperior does have Rock Blast. I know I haven't gotten any luck with it yet, but you never know. Although I suppose I've gotten a crit, but whether you'd call that luck or not on a freaking Claydol. So I come in, I'm praying for the confusion, hoping to Christ I'll get it. Really hoping. Goes for it, hits himself. I'm thinking, yes, here we go. I might be okay. Rock Blast, miss. Thank you. I may as well have been running Stone Edge. Confusion, hits himself. Great, I might have another chance. Rock Blast, miss. Goes again. Flamethrowers me, hits me. I figure I might live. I do, on 4. Another lifeline. Rock Blast. Hits. Will it die? It's going down. I hit again. Oh. No. Hit 2 times and it lives on. I see a tiny red kind of pixel. That's it. That is so unfair. I fucking hate you, Togekiss. So he takes me down with the Flamethrower. I was kind of hoping maybe to get a 5 burn confusion, but he obviously didn't. I bring in my Militech. He's blatantly going to be quicker, but I have to go for the waterfall in case he tries to T-wave me. And he does! Goes for the T-wave. Actually, I think I got recover here, which is actually incredibly stupid. If I'd have waterfalled, I might have been okay. Oh, Jesus. I hate the way I play. Anyway, he's obviously going to roost now. I just hate that, the notion of having two paraflinches on a team. This is... That's just evil. That's not playing for fun, and no one's having fun while they're getting flinched to death. So, I go through Waterfall. It actually does quite a decent amount. I'm quite proud of you, Physical Melodic. But I'm obviously going to need to get a tickle on there if I'm going to get anything, effectively. So, I'm going for the tickle here, but I get paralysed. I would have really needed that tickle. Really needed it. He's going to start paraflinching me. You know the drill. You've all seen it. If any of you have played it, you've seen it. Fucking T-wave and air slash. Oh, God. I mean, I know these things are like Jirachi and Togekiss will never go uber, but they're still a massive pain in the dick, and they're so bloody unfair. But then again, no one usually runs them on the same team. So, he flinches me to death, and I lose that one. I actually felt I was in with quite a good shot. I honestly was. It wasn't looking too... I mean, I thought I was playing quite well until the Rachi came in, and then it all went downhill. Anyway, this next battle we got is against Malk, a admin on TPXC, as it is now known, since TPX broke. Don't know how, don't know why, but it did. So, battle against Malk. He's pretty, well, I think he's pretty damn good at battling. He comes up, you know, with some fairly funky sets. Got pretty good guys. Again, he's a breeder like Hacked was, so he knows his shit pretty well, and he can build some pretty awesome pokes when he wants to. Also, while I note it, Makar from the last battle was also a breeder. So, there you go. And I've got another battle against Makar coming up later on, but the battle he gave, or the battle that you saw last video was for my channel, and the battle that I had, well, I gave him a battle again for his channel, but he wanted to upload it later, because I think he was doing it as part of a series. So, I'm not going to upload it yet. It'll probably come around maybe late December, I guess. I have no idea. I'm just kind of rambling now. There's Malk. Okie dokie. Wi-Fi's being a cunt, I see. It probably took me a while to notice. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, hang on. Wandering around. Don't know why I moved there. Wouldn't change anything. Come on, Wi-Fi. Oh, huzzah, it wins. Okay. Okie dokie. I don't really remember this one very well. I'll probably remember as we go. Alright, he leads off with Sandslash. I lead off with my Macargo. It kind of biblically obvious what's going to happen. This is the first time I use the team. So, he goes for the Stealth Rocks, and I go for the Wisp, and it misses. I would have really needed that. I would have loved it to pieces if I'd have gotten that, but can't ask for that now. I'm not saying Malk hacks me by any means. It's just after watching that first battle, I view every bit of hacks with just awfulness. Apart from Hacked. Hacked is cool. Hacks isn't. Entirely different concept. But still, the Will-O-Wisp misses. Ain't much I can do about it. He sets up his SR, and he's, you know, got away with it. I go into Charizard predicting the EQ, and mainly to Solar Beam it. That was my whole plan as I went in. But for some reason, I got it into my head that he's going to switch, and I didn't think they ran Rock Slide or Stone Edge. I thought they all ran Knockoff, which I wouldn't have minded. I would have been pissed, but again, he couldn't hit me apart from with the knockoff, so using the Solar Beam, even after he knocked off my Power Herb, wouldn't matter. So I go for the DD predicting the switch. He stays in, and he Rock Slides me. Alright, the burn wouldn't have mattered there, but god damn it. So I waste my Charizard like a complete idiot. He's got SR and a poke down, and I haven't even damaged him yet. So it's not going well. But I believe I might... the thing is, this bloody Sand Slash is actually kind of hard to counter. I don't really have much for it. Because Wormadam, yeah, it's got grass, but it's physical, and Wormadam's got piss poor attack, so not really going to work. I believe I might actually go into Gardevoir, because it's probably my best shot I've got at just killing this thing. Yeah, you go, Gardevoir. Or maybe, you know, Trick Scarf in it, that kind of crap. Or I can just throw a Psychic at it and hope it dies. It probably won't, because Sandslash is pretty goddamn bulky. But, you know, it's worth a dig. It's effectively a mini Donphan, is Sandslash. But he's going to switch it out and go into his Espeon. I go for the Psychic. Yeah, it does about maybe a third. I was thinking about maybe staying in and risking it, because you never know. He might predict my switch and go for the Psychic. So I go into my Wormadam, because it's kind of my special wall, kind of. And then he goes for the trick, and it's like, oh, what? He tricks me the choice specs. I'm like, well, I would have loved that on Gardevoir. That would have been brilliant. Why couldn't you? So now I have a choice specs physical Wormadam with Toxic and Protect, so it's completely useless. I do nail it with the Sucker Punch, though, which is quite helpful. And it nearly knocks it out. Very close. And then hits me with the Signal Beam. Because it has the lefties now. I don't really want to stay in, and I got confused. So again, I really don't want to stay in and risk it. That, and he's just so blatantly not going to attack me. It is so obvious, but again, I'm locked into Sucker Punch. There ain't anything I can do about it. So he's going to switch out, and he's going to go into his Drifblim. And I'm going to switch out, and I'm going to go back into my Gardevoir. I believe here I go for a trick to trick my choice scarf off, because some Drifblims are kind of like not Lychee Berry, Salak Berry ones, or you know, they have a boosting berry for the Unburden, so they get the Unburden boost, and then they're incredibly quick. It might actually be the special attacking berry. I can't remember the hell it's called. But you effectively use that, and then you get the Unburden boost, and then you got like 400 speed plus 1, it's evil. But he goes back into the Espeon, I trick it the Scarf, and now I have its lefties, which is nice, and it has a choice scarf. I didn't get the berry I wanted, because I had Unburden. I thought it'd be funny as hell if Gardevoir got his Unburden boost. That's what I was going for, but didn't work out. So, I believe I'm going to switch out. I might go into Wormadam as Death Fodder. Might do. Yeah, Wormadam. Just kind of figuring, you know, it's useless now. If I live, I get another Sucker Punch off, but apart from that. But he's going to go for another Signal Beam. I'm quite surprised he's running Signal Beam as opposed to Shadow Ball. So, you know. It was, you know, I would suggest Shadow Ball, I suppose, just for Throw. I suppose they both kind of do the same thing, really. But I go into Sandslash, and for some reason I have some crazy pipe dream that ground resist bug. I don't know why I always make that connection, but it's quite obviously not true here. So I go for the sub, thinking, oh, I'll take, like, you know, a quarter from that. That'll be okay. And, what do I do? Yeah. So he goes for the Signal Beam again, breaks the sub. I'm going to go for a Night Slash and take this thing out like I should have done last time. You know? That would have been a very smart play, but there you go. For some reason, I immediately assumed that ground resisted bug. Don't know why. And I don't know why I continue to think that. It just kind of seems right. I don't know. To me it does, but that's my logic, and I'm practically insane, so, you know, whatever, there you go. Logic for me isn't really logic. He brings in a Hitmonchan. Now, I go for a Focus Punch, A, because I don't want anything to take a hit, and B, if he goes for a Substitute or a Bulk Up, I think it'd be quite nice to just kind of smack it in the face. So I go for it, goes for the Ice Punch, that's fine, takes me out, it's, you know, not too big of a problem. Since he's gone straight for the Ice Punch, I'm assuming he might be banded or scarfed. That's kind of what I'm running with. because I would have figured, you know, a Sand Slash at low health seems like something you would capitalise on with the bulk up. But I go into Macargo now. I believe I go for Stealth Rocks or Will-O-Wisp. Because, you know, having that oh, no, not Medicham, Hitmonchan. Jesus Christ, they're the same thing, kind of, except one came 2 generations later. But yeah, I would like to have it burned, ideally, but he's going to switch out and go into Millionaire, the Dragonair. I burn it. I'm happy with that, that's okay. So I get the burn on it, and I believe I go out into Regirock, because even if it has, like, Waterfall, which I'm assuming it does, because he brought it into Macargo, Regirock's going to take that like a beast, any day of the week. He's going to go for a DD. I think it's either 1 or 2 DDs to negate a burn, or +1 or +2, I'm not entirely sure. My main plan here is I think I'm just going to hit it with Ice Punches. So he's going to, you know, try and hit me. He's going to hit me with the Waterfall. But like I say, it's a Regirock against a Burn Dragonair. I think I'll be fine, thank you. Hit it with the Ice Punch. It does a decent amount. Wow, it nearly killed it. But he has the lefties, and you'll see here how bloody unlucky I am. This is evil. He's at so little HP, I can't even see it. It's ridiculous. I think he told me it went down to 6. How many freaking battles have I posted over the last 4 battles? I think 3 of them I've had Pokemon go to 6 or 7 HP. But because of I assumed maybe he wouldn't get the Shed Skin. So I go for the Gravity, trying to capitalise on the fact that he's going to die next turn. So he goes for the Waterfall. Hits me, doesn't do that much again, 60 damage. I go for the Gravity, just trying to, you know, capitalise so I get the initiative when he comes in and I can Zap Cannon. But no, his Shed Skin cures him, and now he's getting lefties back, and I am shitting myself, because, what is that, +2 Dragonair, +1 with Waterfall? I'm not liking that. He's going to hit me with the Waterfall, and, you know, it does alright. I go for the Zap Cannon and I miss. I was like, no, I could have Ice Punched it and won. Why did I feel the need to Zap Cannon? Wow, not won. I doubt I would have won even if I killed this thing, but it would have been something out of the way. So he's going to hit me with another Waterfall, and I say, I better flinch, and I called it completely. I was like, yeah, if I flinch, I lose, and I get flinched. I was like, ha. Look at me call my own bad luck like a ninja. I always do that. I always just say, you know, randomly, I'll just go, yeah, I'm going to flinch or I'm going to freeze. And then I always end up doing it. And it's really annoying because I'm so good at calling bad luck. It's just like, ugh. Why can't I call good luck, damn it? And he's going to Waterfall me and take me out. I'm completely boned in every way. There's no way I can win. Because Macargo has, is weak, ×4 weak to the Waterfall. What I was hoping is Gardevoir might take an E-speed if he wants to go for it, but he's +1 speed. He's going to go for an Outrage though, which kind of confused me a bit, because my Macargo is pretty bulky and it's got a lot better defense. So my thought would have been that he would go for a Waterfall, knowing it would probably take out Gardevoir anyway. But he didn't, he goes for an Outrage, and I'm kind of praying that Macargo is going to take this like a champ. But even then, Macargo has no attacks. It only has status moves, SR, and Memento. And I'm not going to Memento and die. So he's going to Outrage, take me out. Thanks for the battles, hansolo, even though you're a para-flinching bastard. And malk. I've got to do more battles tomorrow, so hope they're good, and stay tuned for them in a bit.